Alrighty, hello everybody, it is Jay the Freelance here, and we are back with Final Fantasy XIV. Oh, we've got so much to do today. So, we're doing 3 big things today. We are going to be doing Unlock to 99, we are going to be unlocking Dark Knight, and we are going to continue on with the Rise of the Zilart expansion story. So, in between streams, I went ahead and I did some farming and got myself up to level 94, I think? Where did I get to? 94. There we are. So, we had unlocked up to 95, and I decided to go ahead and take a look at what 96, what the last one needed to be. And I'm glad I did. It actually took a little, it was actually going to take some stuff. So, essentially, we're going to be doing one last battle fight, but it will not be against Mott like we did at 75. It will be with a new character. So, if you remember correctly last time, I told you guys what happened when I broke 95 limit break. I basically had a new Taru came up and had me sign a little contract thing, you know, whatever that was. And then we got a letter back from him saying basically, hey, I hope my indentured servant is doing okay. So apparently that was hidden somewhere in the contract somewhere. So he's basically come up with things like, hey, we can break you to the next level, but you have to come fight me. And we're only going to do a shade of it. So, going through all of that, I had to go trade an item to get things like there, and then I had to go get more of those items to access a, not necessarily a cheat code, but an item for better progression. Well, what's the word I would say? It's to give me an advantage, basically. So, we have done that. We've traded everything. We're ready for the fight. And we're here for the lift. So, we can go to any one of these fights, Orlais Peak, Wagrun Shrine, Valga's Dais, or the Kubia Arena to do the fight for. So, I think I'm going to go to Orlais Peak. So, he's going to teleport us to the fight, just like Mott did his first time. So, and Orlais Peak is a place I have actually not been to. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to run back out from where it is. There should be a home point here. So we're going to go ahead and double check, make sure that's the case. Oh, here it is. It's right there. So let's get this home point so then I can come back here when I need to. And yeah, that'll be fine. So, the fight is fighting against this Taru mage master, whatever. I don't know who he is. He just is there. And when we were talking to him, Mott basically had some comprehension, some apprehension. That's the word I'm looking for. Apprehension about the guy. So, apparently he's a real problem. Luckily, the items we traded out, we ended up getting some old Rab tails. Now, this is what's used for here. What this will do is this basically will stun the boss a little bit, so then we can actually keep attacking. It's the advantage item that I need. If I wanted for a proper fight, I would then go in without it. But screw that. I don't want to do that. Kusato83, thank you for being in the chat. We're about to get to 99, so let's do this. So, I need to use the item on him as we go in. Come on, load up. There we go. Beyond Infinity. This is the last quest. I will then have broken to level 99. So I will no longer have to do limit break quests, and I can level all my jobs up now. So, Okay, so this is the guy. Ah, splendid. I knew you wouldn't disappoint me. That's time for you to live up to your end of our contract. Yeehaw! So, now where is he? So I think I have to go that direction, I guess? Anyway, we're going to pull out the trust that we need, and it's going to be a specific set of trust that I want to do. So, we need to bring out Val. We need to bring out Haru. We need to bring out Otada. And we need Shantoto. There she is. Okay. And I want to actually check that I do this now. We're going to activate my E-Chat ring so we can get the cooldown started on it, because any experience I get now, it will benefit my character. So, items. We'll use that. We will then swap it back off. One more back to... Nope, not there. Put my Ember ring back on. Okay, now. Don't know where the fight begins. It's a big arena like we did back in the Magicite one. Yeah, so here we are. And for those of you who remember, Final Fantasy XIV, you go to Orlais Peak to fight Kirin. But Kirin doesn't summon there, so you would actually not fight him here. You would actually come here if you were fighting the Magicite, the fight here, and Sonoria was your last mission, you'd fight here. Now, let's see. We want to get started with our abilities. We want to do Compose. We want to then go back and make sure that Saboteur's ready to go. There's that. Items. We have the Rab connected. I'm going to go heat the roast mushroom. It's going to be slight advantage. It also gives me some stuff. Okay. The trusts are there. We're going to go ahead and cast our spells and prep up, and I'm hoping that we beat this guy fairly quickly. It looks like it was a 10-minute fight or something like that. That's the limit we have on it. So originally, this guy would hit for... He actually would make it in such a way that he only would take up to 100 points per attack of damage from every one of my characters. The old Rab tail fixes that, so... And I have enough of them that he should be basically stun locked for the whole fight, which is what I'm counting on. That should be all the spells. And it is... Oh, we're doing Stone Skin once more. I'm going to go ahead and cast Fire. I'm going to go ahead and cast Protect just on myself, just to get us started. I don't know what he does. I would imagine that he hits like a truck. So, we're in, we're going. Attack! Swing. And use it on him. Get away from that thing! Yikey wikey's, get me away from... Get that away from me! So I think that landed. Yep, he's been inflicted with that. I'm also going to do Frazzle, so he's actually got less magic evasion. I don't know how effective that... it should stay open for about 2 minutes, according to the... Should be available for about 2 minutes, according to the wiki. So, we're just going to go ahead and wail on him. I'm actually going to cast Inundation because this will make it so then I can... the skill chains will actually do more damage. First time I've cast it. For Pansy Wanty to fight fair? No, I'll take any advantage I can get. Looks like he's up again. So put him down again. Get that thing away from me! I'll happily play. Because you didn't play fair with that contract of yours. You told me not to worry about anything that was going on in the contract. Like, no. I'm gonna make sure that you take it. And there we go. Where's the strange feeling? It's not supposed to end like... Hooray, that was easy. So that was a part of him. The soul gem dematerializes before your eyes. Ah. Phew, you're not such a pushover. I have Taru all. I almost broke a sweat. We only fought part of him. Still have not realized? Tataru was merely a part of me, specifically speaking, my shadow. Splataro it from my physical body. I borrowed the energy of your little soul gem, you see. No small task, I'll have you know. Might take a nap after that one. Hey, you got your training? And I got my first decent workout in years. Everybody wins, right, Taro? That soul gem class acts as a catalyst of sorts to bring my shadow to the fore. Now you know, and knowing is half the Bataru. What's that? You want me to fight for real, you say? Trust me, we'd better off quitting while you're ahead. Of course, one never knows. Work your butt off to Tar for the next few centuries or so, and you might have the faintest chance of maybe, possibly, even ever, improbably giving me a run for my gil. But that's a challenge for another day. With that, I'm off. Tataru! And don't forget, our contract is still in effect. As far as I know, that goes nowhere. So yay! I've got a scroll, and my level restriction came off. I'm gonna go ahead and use that that scroll, and this can get tossed because I won't need to use it, as well as the fossils that I was getting for using that. So we're gonna use the warp, and yay, we unlock level 99. Woohoo! Gonna jump us back to North Sandoria? I figured as much. That's okay. North Sandoria is a good enough place. I'll do another home point, and we're gonna go to not Sandoria, Juno. Blue Gardens, first home point. Yes, please. So, OBS Studio and Stream Deck and stuff, they ended up having an update come up within the last couple, like yesterday or something. So I've ended up losing some of my, I've lost plugins and stuff for for OBS. So I spent more than my fair share today trying to get that to work again. It's still not working because the plugins haven't been updated, but you know. Okay, now we talk to the Nomad Moogle, I'm pretty sure. Here we are. Kupo-ho? Have we met Kupo-ho? Wait, could it be Jedit? Yep. You done it! You truly done it! Oh, Jack, you know how long if anyone could wipe the smirk off that self-satisfied Taru's face, it would be you. I must confess some curiosity as to the condition of that contract Taru you signed, Kupo. I don't know. I'm freaking annoyed. If you must know. It involves being woken up at the crack of dawn for sparring matches after doing 100 push-ups on your knuckles, eating all the rap tails delivered to the Tenshoto from one Ataro to Taru's acquaintances, wrangling herds of wild sheep and counting them one by one whenever he can't sleep, and much, much worse. Sends a shiver through my old bones just thinking about it. Yeah, that's the most appalling agreement. Indeed. Wait a minute. How's it you're privy to all those particulars, Mott? Yeah, rowers, that's all. When you've been around as long as I have, you hear a thing or two. Anyway, enough talk. My daily training regimen calls. Oh boy. Come now, it's no time for slumping shoulders and sunk spirits. After all, I'm sure it's just part of your training. Keep it up, and you'll be positively pulsating with power in no time flat. You're right, old friend. I never thought Taro he'd come this far. That's my Jedith. In all the time I've known him, I've never known him to back down from a challenge. When I think back to the days when he was still a rookie with some ambitions in a sense. That's odd. Seems to have got some water in my eyes. Save those tears, Mott. While Jazz achievements are admirable indeed, those adventurers who strive to reach the pinnacle of their powers remain few and far between. We must not ease up on them, or it's in our hands the fate of our Vanadil lies. Hey! Now, this actually doesn't end everything that we do, because there actually is one more quest that I'm able to do, but it is not a... So once I get to level 96 plus, I should be able to come back, and I can actually unlock merit weapon skills, which I don't know. You have to spend merit points to actually get those unlocked, I guess. But that is the last quest there, and that's annoying. So, but we will get there eventually. So, let me go ahead and mark that off in my Juno marks. Here, Juno quests... on Infinity, and there we go. Okay, those are marked off. Now, the next thing we do is we're going to go unlock Dark Knight. So I have another job, and we're going to keep doing that every stream for a while. Mascara 400, please come on in. I just unlocked level 99. So now we can get up to the max level. And we're going to go unlock Dark Knight now. To do this, we will have to head to Bastock. So let's go do that. Travel to Bastock, and it is in Bastock Mines. And Auction House probably is the closest. Okay, let's see here. We need to go talk to Dumba. Dumba is in the house inside of J7. H7, I think that's J7 over there. We'll figure out which one this is. He's on the second floor. Oh, it's firmly shut tight. Oh, yeah, you can see it's actually been boarded up. So I think it should be this place then. There he is. Weary, set out on his journey of rebirth. I'm not upset. I knew it had to happen sooner or later. He wasn't feeling that good, but he always hide it whenever someone would visit. He was just worried about the people he would leave behind. He was always like that. Hi, you know, we also had a visitor before Weary left. Volker, okay. I apologize for bothering you again. I wish to speak with you about Zed. Hey, Weary, the Musketeer's back again. And Volker, we Galko would also like to know of Zed's whereabouts, but none of us knows where he might be. You must understand, I cannot continue to perform my duties with a clear conscience unless I know what became of him. As you know, Zed is the one who should be leading the Mithril Musketeers, not I. Is it your uncle you think of when you say this? True, many Galko were upset by his appointment as captain after Rogrim disappeared, but we do not feel the same way about you. Zed is different from Rogrim. You are very different from your uncle. It is not because of my uncle, sir. I'm glad to hear that. I now feel safe in telling you that Dark Knight was sighted in the Palboral mines. He was very powerful, I'm told. Then that is all I know. So, why are there less Dark Knights since Zed disappeared? Any idea? Well, Zed did, in a sense, create his own version of the art, passed down since the glory days of Altepa. It is not something one can master with skill alone. It is said that only a few who can tame the dark flames that burn within their soul, feeding on their sorrow and hatred, are chosen. That's one of the last things I remember Weary saying. Say, why don't you go and fight Zed yourself? Maybe he can teach you to become a Dark Knight too. Though Weary once told me that the road of becoming one is not as easy as one to take. Not an easy one to take. So, that starts our quest up. Now, I'm also going to go change my character, very specifically, because you actually have to hold a specific weapon to unlock it, and Red Mage can't hold it. So, only 3 jobs, and one of them I don't have access to. So, while we're doing this, I'm going to go ahead and run over to and get my warrior. Because it is the one job that I have that can actually wield great swords, which is what I will need. I just saw a couple of warriors run past. There's one there and one before. I need to hide. For those of you who are curious, I use Burt's Bees. It is a bee wax. It's a beeswax. Oh, this is kind of comfy for a rent-a-room. Got a bed, it's got a desk, crate, dresser, fireplace. Okay, so I want to make sure, did I get anything back from... Oh, the scroll came back. That's fine. Let's see here. I need to change jobs. Change to warrior. And we're probably going to pick... we'll grab Monk for the secondary. Not like a match much. We're not going to actually get XP on this job. Alrighty. Also want to go to the chat. Wait until it loads for a second here. There we go. I have access to the chats pretty quickly. Now, we now need to travel to Palbor Mines to go to the top floor, map 3. Okay, that's not hard. So I actually need to do... Oh, yeah. Survival. I'm trying to remember, where's Palbor Mines? That's Gooskin Mines. I'm trying to remember where Palbora Mines is. I've been to Palbora Mines. I should be able to get there for a whole point, I think. Palbora Mines. Here we are. Okay. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go this way. Okay, so basically we're gonna walk our way over to the boats that I used when I did the nation missions, when I did the ambassador missions. Thankfully, everything here is weaker than me, so don't have to worry. Here, take a right here. Blech. Okay. And interact with the dock lever for a cutscene with Z. Not the right one. Maybe it's this one. I don't know. I'm confused. What? Supposed to pull the boat lever to get in the boat. I'm aboard one of the boats and then interact with the dock lever. Okay, so I actually had to be in the boat. And we'll see him. Ah, here he is. Now remember, this would be the first time you'd normally bump into Zed. Why are you looking at me that way? Have you never seen a Dark Knight before? You say Gumma told you about me. The child's always crossed the line. Unfortunately, what happened to Weary, but I'll see Volker has not changed. I thought I might visit the Mines District. If they are still there, I should probably not. Why is it you have come to you have sought me out? You seek training to become a Dark Knight, perhaps? Yes, I sense you have already felled many enemies. But the way of the Dark Knight is not one to be taken lightly. It is a hopeless road, where anger and sorrow are your only companions. If you still wish to become one, then take this sword. Let it feed on your bloodlust and the blood of your enemies. I must go. I have some business to attend to in Bordeaux, the Kudov stronghold. Sate that sword's hunger, and we will meet again. So, this is where this turns us up. I now have a greatsword. So, the point of the greatsword is that I have to kill 100 enemies with just the blade, no whooping skills. So, killing everything in sight is kind of the deal here. So, this will take a little while, but we'll get there. Now, I could also take a look at the things that we have to do for the Zilart missions. That's right. We were also going to be continuing getting fragments today. So, something I can potentially do is, as I go towards each location, I can go kill stuff and just continue on with it. Let's see. Unfortunately, every area that I need to go... Well, I guess we can go to Sanctuary Zeta. But they're all spawning notorious monsters, so... not exactly the best spots that I could go. Especially not having a weapon I have not leveled in the slightest, with a job that is not as high as my red mage. So... Unfortunately, this is just where it gets slow. Because if I pull out summons, as much as I would like to, summons can potentially take my kill, which makes then I don't get the point. Which is really annoying. The best thing to do, really, is to head out into southern Gustaberg and just attack everything. Now, I can also do this off screen, because honestly, that would probably be better. And we can continue on, and I will just I just won't be able to go to Bordeaux for a while until we all meet back on that. So I think that's what we'll probably do. Is I will go ahead and I'll do the farming off screen, and when we come back, we can probably... Oh, tomorrow, it's going to be Final Fantasy 14. We could do a brief jump in here to get the cutscene done and then leave. And go over to 14 and get that and play that. So, yeah, that actually sounds pretty good. Let's do that instead. So, let's go ahead and go get changed back to our red mage, and we will continue on with what we need to do. Gear back on. There we go. Okay, so the next place we need to go, we need to actually go to Behemoth's Dominion, which is connected to Quiffum Island. It is in a section that we have not been in, so we need to go to that place and go handle it. So, and it is, of course, where you would find the Behemoths. Behemoth and Behemoth King, which is the Notorious Monster. So, I believe the closest place would actually be taking the book rather than the warp. So, we'll do that. Oh, someone is playing Puppet Master. It's, someone's wearing a costume, I think. Yeah. Teleportation. We want to go to Quiffum. Oh, Milkshake became a chocobo chick. Became a adolescent chocobo. Cool. All right. Now, I don't know what that goes to the Misro Coast, which is changeable Matthew, I think, so I can't even go there. I'm pretty sure. One way or another. So this is one of the lines that comes into Quiffum Island. If I had to guess, it probably is the one that goes all the way to Crag of Hala. Oh, look. Look. Now, I don't know what everything's going to be leveled here. Probably not going to be threatened by anything, but you never know. Go ahead and send our guys up. For my highest level, I've actually changed up the trust grouping a little bit. Choo Choo is actually a rune fencer, one of the last jobs added to the game. And they handle great swords, and they are a tank. So there actually are 3 dedicated tanks in the game, and a 4th one that was community created. Because as far as I was ever concerned, Ninja was never a proper tank. It's a blink tank, which means that it uses evasion to avoid the damage. Now, we need to go to where? Okay, so now we got Gala. Okay, so everything's still weaker here. We need to go though to G9, which is that 9. All right. Lost Souls. Nothing particularly crazy. Lesser Galas. Oh, Master Coral. Okay, and we're gonna run into 2 monsters here. 2 notorious monsters, I think. A lightning fragment. I have to move closer. Pete's sakes. Go ahead and stick my face in it. Air around you suddenly changes. Oh! Legendary weapon and ancient weapon. How dare you try to sleep me? Now you boys are gonna get it. The other benefit is that Amchuchi will actually give me a couple of buffs. One of them is fast cast, which makes that my casting speed is increased, the recast time is reduced, so even better for a caster, and then elemental damage is being mitigated. So rune fencers are known for putting up elemental resistances. I don't know what resistance you'd be putting up for legendary weapons. Basically, they are very good at using a lot of the bar spells, so you can put up to defense against stone, and make it so then if the enemy is weak to something, you can enhance that weakness so people do more damage to it. That's one. I like my health back, thank you. Penguin Blade. Okay. Gonna do the wind fragment next. Sickle Moon. Alrighty. That's all that took. Oh, hang on. I didn't go grab it. Almost left without it. Sheesh. Got the lightning fragment. Alright. Now we can. Get back to the book, and we will go to Cape Terrigan. So Cape Tarragon is a well-known place for people who are leveling from level 70 to 75, I think. Not used that for that much anymore, but it's still kind of it's a place that I remember a lot of things, leveling a lot of stuff. So we need to go to, where was it? Bulbo? Yes. So a couple of these places. So Gustav Tunnel is where you go to get through to Cape Tarragon, and then Cufftail Tail is from another location. No, I got that backwards. Cufftail Tunnel, you get through from the desert to Cape Tarragon, and then Cape Tarragon you can get to Gustav Tunnel from. I had that backwards. So, we go in here, it says it is in that back tunnel area there. We're going to go ahead and summon our Trust again. Oh, and I need Conquest. What do you know? How fortuitous. So you kind of have to go around to get up to that top section because you have not cliffs necessarily, but you have ledges that you can't get up to. I'm noticing far more of these planar rifts, my goodness. The planar rifts are all Void Watch stuff, which is much later content, so I can't even do it, much less do it by myself, I'm pretty sure. Got a lot of raptors, you got a lot of goblins, you got a lot of the rocks, which are fairly nasty. They have petrify, I think. Yeah, you get disease from the velociraptors, you get petrified from the rocks. Oh, there's crabs up here. Ah! I got stuck on a bush. So there's a tunnel up here that's not marked out on the map normally. And that is where you get the... That's where we're going. We're going to the headstone, of course. And you end up running into the manticores here, who are still easy prey. And I think I've run all the way up here to get this home point. If I have it, let's do that now, because I know I'm going to have to come back to the Cloister of Gales at some point. Okay, now we definitely have it. Okay, here we are. I'll get closer if I can. That's actually as close as I can get, so. Shadow! Exarian the Wanderer. He does 67 points of damage. Not that bad. If he has anything on him. Nope, no effect. So he has no buffs right now. Oh, I realized that Quatana's not here. I think he got caught up somewhere. Because he's nowhere nearby. Maybe he got caught on geometry or something. I don't know. Weird. He normally would be right here. Odd. So, if you're curious of what they're talking about in the link shell right now, there is a spell called Phalanx. I have the second version, Phalanx 2, which is limited to Red Mage. The first one is available for a couple different casting classes. It basically gives damage reduction to a party member. The problem is that, and this has happened over the last couple streams, the Phalanx scroll has gotten extremely expensive. Like, it's a couple million to get off of the auction house, which is absolutely insane. It should be normally like 100 grand to 150 grand or something, so it has been blown horribly out of proportion. Now, as of right now, I am not too worried about trying to get it because I have the normal Red Mage one. However, if I wanted to get all the spells, I'm going to have to get it eventually. Well, you can't buy it off it doesn't drop off of enemies, and it doesn't and you can't purchase it at a store, at a shop, so you have to go do a battlefield for it. And that's what they're discussing right now, is that people need to are going to go do a fight to try and get the Phalanx. I don't know, it sounds like they might do multiples of it, but I remember doing that. No, I don't know if I did it for Phalanx. I know I did it for Refresh, first time I played. Okay, Wind Fragment. And the last one we have to get to is the Sanctuary of Zita. Okay. Now, because of the music issue that we have, it's really annoying. Can I go into config and mess with the audio? I don't know if I can. don't think I can. I don't think I can mess with I don't think I can mess with music. Oh, music volume. Here we are. Okay. And then we are going to mount and run off. I kind of wonder where Quetzalcoatl showed up, ended up. Because he's nowhere near. Oh, there he is. He did get caught on something. So this is something that I'll need to look up in the future because, as of right now, when the Twitch VODs mute the audio for copyright issues, it mutes the whole audio track, mutes everything audio. So even my voice gets cut out. I don't want that because I can't really. I could try and voice over my own stuff, but it's weird, and it's a lot more hassle to do. I just turn off the music and then I can because I send my VODs off to YouTube, I can then, if I do a condensed version of my stuff at some point, I can put the music back in that sense, because I think YouTube allows me to, because I can re-download my video and put that through the YouTube stuff and everything. So that's kind of what's going on here. Let's see, teleportation assistance, okay. We want to go to the lead Talor. Thanks for Azita. And I wish I could listen to the music, but we really can't. Okay. Now on the map, I would like to say it's in one of these little side sections, but I don't know if it is. Okay. Southeast corner of the box, hug left wall until you're near the northeastern corner of I-7. I-7, and that is... Yes, so I-7, yeah, it is in that back. That's what I figured. hang on. Oh, I didn't even have to cross this. Could just go this way. So that is a notorious monster, oddly enough. We take a left, I think. Yep. And this takes us up, and this curves all the way up to where we need to go. And then getting this fragment will finish up the mission, and we can continue on. So, looks like the last one we get is Doomed Pilgrims. And it says it is a doomed notorious monster named Doomed Pilgrims. Which makes it sound like it's a multi-bodied creature. Get closer every time. Oh! It's a tainted flesh. This big old nasty frog thing. The only other place I've seen these so far is in the Eldrum... No, in Garland Citadel. In... kind of in the back areas, past a lot of the gates and stuff, where it's kind of cut to the mountain. You find some of these. Oh, look at this. We have to go back to the quicksand caves. Oh. Lovely. Okay, and that's done. You now have all 8 fragments of light, and that ends the quest. So, the next thing we need to do Let's see, and then okay, so now we need to head off to the Zeppel's Island Ancient Temple. So you figure out how to get there now. This way to the outpost. Okay, now. Someone's got a Dragoon over there. The Dragoon leveling, by the look of it. As that is one of the Wyverns. We'll eventually unlock and get our own Wyvern. It'll be fun. The Dragoon actually is a pretty cool, job to play. All right, survival guide. Now. Let's see. So it says head to the tunnel at CD11 South. Way down there. Okay. Kuzats. So we're going to have to take a little bit of a trek. That's okay. I really haven't been in the desert a lot, so. So, first things first. It wasn't there. It was config. Gameplay? Yes. Oh, some music again. Now, we're a bit farther away than you normally would see. It wanted me to take a Unity Warp, which we've done 3 times now, which puts us over kind of by the pillars. We're going to go ahead and run it today, though. It looks like every time somebody runs past the red tunnel, they just activate it. Because that pillar is always down. I find that very funny. There's that big open courtyard. I've been in a couple times. Just gonna keep going. Excuse me. There's where the yellow one is. Okay. So we're going to a very distant location for the quicksand caves. I think is only meant for this. Down here is a bit more prevalent with cactus and stuff like that. It's actually a little prettier down here. Okay, so it looks like down in this bottom corner, we actually have to... You have to get down to a lower basin that will allow us to then get into the thing, so... I don't know what's going to particularly go on here. Over here, there should be a tunnel of some sort. And here we are. Desert manticores. Ooh. Kind of nasty. And we end up in this... we end up on top of the plateau. We go up and in. I think it's going to kick me. Yeah, I think it kicks me off here or something. There we go. And we get it. Okay, and then we fall through to through a couple different places here. Okay. Everything is aggressive to sounds. Make sure everyone has sneak. Goblin geologist. Now, what are you doing? Greetings, traveler. What am I doing here, you ask? Oh, just frozen on the spot by an Antican curse. You know how it goes. Not that I'm complaining, these old bones need rest from time to time after all. So he's stuck in place. Now, what level are you? Incredibly easy prey, so still easy. Go ahead and cast sneak. Now, I don't want to summon my trust because we're going to be doing another fight. I need to summon my trust then. Yep, this looks vaguely familiar. And we're going to go ahead and walk through here. Tab. Not a notorious monster. Just a normal scorpion here. Okay, and then when you step into this room here... That's really cool to watch that, though. You don't see a lot of things that will kind of give, like, glowing effects and stuff. Whoa! Oh, this is cool. Luckily, nothing more here will fight me, so... And then I believe you have to fall down here. Yep. Okay. And then we go along the passage. Spelunking sabotenders again. Walk through all this. Okay, now we have a home point to the oracles. Chamber of Oracles, this direction. Now, this is odd. This looks like crag location. A little interesting there. It is a shimmering circle. So rather than a burning circle, like you normally would see, this is a crag circle. So it's a teleportation. teleport us in. Let's see. I think I should do just EX. So we're going to fight against 3 Antikins. Okay, so we're fighting a paladin, we're fighting a black mage, and a hunter. It is the Trarius that is the black mage, so he needs to actually be silenced. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Out of range, actually. Time for a fight. We're actually going to get rid of the black mage because he is going to become a nuisance. Okay, there's the black mage. So he activated invincible. That is his 1 hour ability. So he basically doesn't take any physical damage. Can I actually dispel that? I think I can. His protect vanished. Yeah, we're doing damage again. Okay. I'm blinded. Blinded by the bug. Hey! Down and out. Okay, so now we're in the Chamber of Oracles. Wow, look at this place. Crystal of ice. Crystal of water. Pedestal of earth. Dark fragment into the pedestal. Crystal of light. Wind. Lightning. And fire. Oh, that's cool. Oh, look at that. It activates the light. That is how it works. As if this place has been waiting for your arrival. Hello, Zed. What is this? We are the Dawn Maidens, servants of the goddess Altana. Let us be your guide as you venture into the unknown. We have long awaited your arrival, son of the five crystals. Just as the crystal warriors, your people too were born from the great forest that dwell deep beneath the surface of Vanadil. What does this mean? Who are the crystal warriors? Using the power of the crystals, the Zilart created the five warriors. Children of the crystals, their senses enhanced to assist them in their duty of guarding the five arcs. As for you, a great explosion, the meltdown, ended the Zilart's evil plan 10,000 years ago. Over the millennia, the power of the crystals has transformed the people of that era to the five races that exist today. However, the effect of the crystals had on you is not nearly as great as they had on the five warriors. So the reason they resemble us is a direct result of the five crystals. Why would people try to do... What did you people try doing 10,000 years ago? What does it have to do with what the Archduke and his brother are up to now? While visiting Delphux Tower, the elder of the two Zilart princes made a connection with the crystal. It was then that he had his vision. Using his spiritual power, the prince became an antenna and broadcast this vision, a vision of the gods in eternal slumber, to the masses. According to the vision, people had been cast from this paradise long ago. However, those who saw this vision also heard an accompanying voice telling them that the light of the crystal would lead them back to paradise. When the energy of the five crystals is joined as one, the gate of the gods would open and the path to paradise would once again be lit. These words, however, were not to be taken lightly at all. The Kulu of the Northlands and we, the Dawn Maidens, spoke out against the vision. What would opening the gate of the gods bring upon this planet? With Vanadil transformed, what would become of those who remain? However, the Zilart had already enchanted by this vision of paradise, and our cries went unnoticed. They proceeded in constructing a floating island above one of their temples in the center of the nation. This island was to become the Gate of the Gods. However, as you already learned from Graviton, the Kulu thwarted the Zilart's plan, leading to the annihilation of a complete civilization. The Cthulhu cannot be blamed for what they did. Had they not acted, Vana'diel, as we know it, would surely have perished. They sacrificed the honor of their people to save the world from certain destruction. However, now the two Zilart princes have put their plan into motion. They are once again attempting to open the Gate of the Gods. You must do everything in your power to stop them, or Vana'diel will be lost for eternity. Vana'diel belongs to you. No one has the right to take it from you. Make your way to Delphos Tower. That tower awaits the answers to all your questions. There is still time. The end is near. You must stop them from opening the Gate of the Gods. Pretty heavy stuff. Delphos Tower, Gate of the Gods, the end of the world? It's more serious than I had imagined. What is this? Oh. Crystal. Prismatic crystal. You should probably take this with you on your journey. I will take a shard of it as well. I'm not taking the whole thing. You gotta be kidding me. That thing is huge. Okay, so now we got a prismatic shard. Key items. This crystal fragment, given to you by the Dawn Maidens, glows with all the colors of the rainbow. Okay, so now we're going to return to Delphos Tower. Okay, so there is an optional thing here. We're going to go ahead and do that. Let's see. Yeah, probably run out of the Gate of Oracles and run back to the home crystal. That would probably be the best way to do it, because I can go right to Juno then. The prismatic fragment is resonating with the door. That should kick me out of the Oracle, Chamber of Oracles. Sneak again. I need the target to have something attack me. Must be slightly useless. We should be able to run back this way and run back to the home point. Oh, that was the tunnel. Hang on. Here we go. So apparently there's an optional part. You can go talk to Aldo in the Neptune Spire. and you get a little bit of a cutscene. I would like to take a shot. Back door here. Like I told you, Norg, I haven't seen Verena. After you met with her in Castle Ostrich, she came back here and locked herself in her room. I thought I would give her some time to herself, but when I came in to check on her, she was already gone. If you heard anything, please let me know. Aldo! Here comes Lion. I think I might know where Verena is. Are you certain? Yes, I saw a group of ducal guards led by Captain Wolfgang taking her away somewhere. Wolfgang? The Camelot's behind me. It must be behind us. Oh, wait, there's more. I've heard that Wolfgang took Verena to Dilkfoot's tower. You're coming, right, Aldo? I'll be ready in the blink of an eye. Somebody's gonna be sorry that they ever laid a finger on her. That's what we want to see. Because remember, the last time we saw Verena was back doing magicite stuff. That was a while ago. That was the point of that. Go ahead and walk back out into Juno, and we will head to Lower Dilkfoot's tower. Nope, nope, nope. Go. Now give me a minute here. 10th floor. Okay, so warping to the 10th floor. We'll get where we need to go. Okay, we should get cutscene here. What exactly is going on here? There was no reason for Ren to be involved in the first place. Sorry about making you wait, Lion. Now let's get going. Problem is, we can't get near them without a prismatic fragment. You mean you didn't bring it? Don't worry. You again. What business do you have coming here? The same as you. Isn't that good enough an answer? I need no companions on my journey. What do you think you can accomplish coming here without a prismatic fragment? We knew you would have it, so we're coming along for the ride. Do as you wish. Whatever. Aldo, let's go. I am sorry. My name is Aldo, head of the Tenshodo. Zed. Just make sure you don't get in my way. Man, Zed is so antisocial. He never changes. Hold on a little longer, Verena. I'm coming. Okay. So, we're actually now going to warp back out and take the home point up. So, We'll go back to Juno. I remember this is the 12th floor. 12th floor, right here, basically. And this is where we need to go. So I think so. Yeah. Okay. Is this where we need to go? I think it is. Yeah. It's the Stellar Fulcrum. Not been here before. Ah, were you three still alive? I can watch as life is breathed into the Crystal's core once again. Crystal's core? What you see below you is the heart of Delphi's Tower. A generator will open the path to Tulia. Isn't Tulia the floating island also known as the Gate of the Gods? I thought it was destroyed when the ancient capital of the Zilart was submerged. Just as we Zilart slept for thousands of years, Tulia also remained in slumber. Miles above the surface of Vanadil, it bides its time until the day of awakening. When the time comes, eternal paradise will be within our grasp. Slept? You mean you tell me that you've been sleeping here in Delphi's Tower for 10,000 years? You are fairly intuitive for a mere hume. 30 years ago, when Rogrim came in contact with the crystal in the cursed Northlands, some of its energy flowed to this tower. It was that burst of power that awoke us, giving us the opportunity to continue our quest for paradise. Long ago, your people paid the price for what you did. Must begin by chasing after lost dreams. Every soul in Vanadil wants to believe that there's a gate to eternal paradise somewhere on this planet. A pure, untainted world, perfect in every facet. A crystalline paradise fit for the gods. That is the vision, and you vermin are not part of it. I've had enough. You spent the last 30 years deceiving all of us in Juno. You could care less about the people of this world. You're just using the power of the gods for your attempt to take over Vanadil. I can no longer fool you. Behold, I am the will of the crystal. And now I shall wield its true power and make this planet mine. Rise forth, crystal warriors. Who the hell are these characters? I will let them take care of you. Ah, we have an uninvited guest. That would be moi. Now. It's called the Quilov Gate. Turn to Delclute's tower. Road actually feels pretty good today. Not getting scratchy or anything. So you've come here to die, have you? Well, I'll give you the honor of being taken down by my blade. This is your end. Perish, fools, in the name of the crystal. And now he's in the warrior garb that he is in 14. Knocked back from gravity. Okay, and there we go. Last strike was mine. Okay. Why? I'm the will, the crystal. How can I be defeated by mere mortals? Warriors, why you just stand there and watch? My poor brother, haven't you realized? The crystal doesn't need you anymore. Zilart? What do you mean? Why are you... You were foolish to believe that crystal ever chose you. Crystal doesn't need... me? It can't be possible. You can't leave me here like this. Yes, you still need... Yes, you still need me to revive Tulia. Generating the crystal's core? You need not worry, my brother. I have found another way to do that. Now let the show begin. Oh! Oh, they all got smacked away. Verena? Verena, are you alright? Of course she's alright, you imbecile. Why would I harm my key to the Crystallis core? Lucky fine this girl was. Who would have thought the simple Hume would have such extraordinary resonating ability? No, so you were planning to use her all along. Farewell, my little brother. Return to the crystal from which you were born. Why did I do to deserve this? Little brother, but then you're the elder prince of the Zilart? You shouldn't be deceived by appearances. My growth was stopped the moment I came in contact with the crystal. 10,000 years ago. 10,000 years I have waited to put my plan into motion. Plan? You mean to open the gate of the gods? What else? To open the gate, the regeneration of the Crystallis core was necessary. However, the unexpected arrival of that Relgrim character interfered with the crystal's power. Its existence created too much noise. Luckily for me, you people succeeded in defeating the Shadow Lord, causing the noise to disappear. My plan took a turn when I realized that Relgrim was a Tailkeeper. I could utilize the long-lost memories of the ancients he carried to regenerate the Crystallis core. Memories of the ancients? What does that have to do with Relgrim? I would not think that you would know such matters. Some that not even Relgrim himself knew. What he carried was not in his mind, but in his blood. If I were to obtain a part of him, I could use it instead of having to rely on my useless brother. But even if you did have it, you wouldn't be able to use it on your own. Yes, you were right. That is where your sister Verena comes in. The soul of your younger sister resonates with the souls of the Beastmen. Only she can communicate with them. I plan to use her ability to unlock the memories of the ancients, project them into Delphic's tower, thus regenerating the Crystallis core and opening the path to Tulia. Once Tulia has been awakened, I can continue my preparations there, just as I did 10,000 years ago. Now, Verena, let us begin. Stop! What are you doing to her? I guess this is interpreted as like singing or something. It cannot be! Behold! The gate of the gods! Tulia! Gate of the gods. Verena! I have no more use for her. If you want her that much, you can have her back. No! Verena, open your eyes! Verena! Don't you too want to pass through the gates of the gods? Don't you too want to know what awaits the eternal paradise? Come to Tulia and see with your own eyes. Only after you enter paradise will you mortals know true happiness. Questions of which you have no answers, you will find those answers in Tulia. And once you've come to realize that your existence is meaningless, I will change the world into a crystal, set to shine for eternity. You wouldn't dare! I wouldn't. Why don't you come to Tulia and find out? However, only those who have been blessed by the light and whose power has been accepted by the crystal can pass through the gate. Travel to Romave and prove yourselves. I'll be waiting for you on the other side. Wait! Why, you? Stop! Someone has to stop him, or it will mean the end of Vanadil as we know it. I'm going back to Norg, see if my father can give us any help. Hey. Trillion VV, please come on in. We're doing Rise of the Zilart. And we just did the fight against Camlino. And the big plot twist. Alright, so. We're going to do a quick run back to Shoto and check with Aldo. Oh, it was not that one I wanted. I wanted the mug. Oh, it's you. Did you made it out of there alive? Me? I'm fine, but Brenna's been unconscious since we returned. Come with me. From what I see, her mind's been poisoned. Never knew that Eldenark had that kind of power. Now that you mention it, I don't hardly know anything about it. Guess I never really thought that I needed to know. I got what I wanted, I was happy. I'll go. Verena, do you know who I am, Verena? Aldo? Yes, I'm alright. So do you remember what happened in the Stellar Fulcrum? Not really. It was all like watching a play. I see. It's controlled by the Shadow Lord's sheer will. You don't have to say any more. It's all over now. Thank the heavens that you're back here safe with me. Aldo. Appreciate you traveling here, Jedith. However, I don't know if I carry on this game with Eldnark anymore. Okay, so now we hop over to Norg. Norg. And yeah, that one. Arg. Heard from Lion about what happened at Delphi's Tower. Our ancient friend called that floating island over Quiffum to Leah, Gate of the Gods. Elnark also said that only those who have been blessed by the light and whose power had been accepted by the crystal can pass through the gate. What does that boy think he's doing, playing some kind of game with Vandil as his prize? Famui, have you heard of the name Romave? Elnark mentioned it before he left Delphi's Tower. Romave. On the northern tip of Mindardia is a wild, untamed region called the Sanctuary of Zeta. In this area, there remains the set of ancient ruins. Remember those ruins being referred to as Romave. However, those ruins, also known as the Temple of Desolation, have long been feared by many. Arg. Frightening place that Zeta be. You never know what's going to creep up behind your back. You gotta take care of when traveling up there, unless you want to be swimming in Davy Jones' locker. Okay, I'll be careful. Hold it on there, Missy. I'm not going with Jet this time. I need you to travel to Juneau and keep an eye on them beastmen. But, don't talk back to me. You know what you have to do. Now get to it. Now go do it. I'll stay here and watch after me hide out. Now, I've already been to Rome multiple times, and you guys have seen me do that on stream. So, yeah, I've kind of been spoiling things. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, there isn't a warp there. It is a book to there. Go ahead and just run right on into here. Sounds awfully pleasant. Whoa. The Dawn Maidens. I would guess. And this is the same place that you would... that we saw the cutscenes for with... oddly shaped depression in the center of the grate. The grate does not seem to be a door, as one with the walls around it. Depression in the center of the grate must be a clue. Okay, so we can't continue. Oh, and who's that? It's a dark angel or something chained up? Huh. So it looks like we can't progress now, but we should be on the next mission. So we need to get back to Norg and talk to Gilgamesh. You see how this could be really, really annoying in the previous days, because you have to travel to Ramov, you'd have to run all the way through, you'd have to click on this thing, and then you have to run all the way back to Norg, which means you'd have to run back to Juno more likely, and take the Kazan airship. It's just... Oy. That would have been horrible. Yeah, you hop back to Kazam, then you have to travel through the jungles to get to Norg. This is so much better. Oh, nope, not just yet. Norg. There we go. Glad I have all these tabs, so I'm not wasting my money. And this is literally the reason for all this, so... Come on. Load. There we go. I had to click it again. So you say you couldn't journey deeper into the temple because a grate was blocking your way? What? You saw a stairway on the other side of that blooming gate? Blooming grate? Ha! Leave it to the Zilart building something crazy like that. This ain't no time for complaining. Gotta trigger it. Get out of the way. Get that staircase. Get to that staircase. Gotta be some way to open that door. Some kind of key. Ah! I got it! You say the Zilart use crystals to power their strange machines, right? Then maybe... I think we know the way to get through that grate. Listen up, Jed. I want you to find a Mithra named Mary or Maru or something like that. She was in Norg a while back, and now she could be anywhere in the mainlands. Why all this trouble over a cat? Well, when the lady was here, she was trying to sell us a strange crystal she said she found in the sanctuary of Zita. I think she's trying to pull a fast one, but no one was interested in her booty, so she packed up and left for somewhere else. Now that makes me think of it, that crystal she found in Zita may be just what we're looking for. Okay, so now we're trying to find whoever this person was. Okay. Luckily, a guide makes it far easier. She could be anywhere in the mainlands. Going to Rebeo, which is the kind of town outpost oasis place that you'd find if you go to the Altepa Desert. Now, I would also like to say that I believe we need to talk to Brave Ox. He also has some spells we can buy. He's got Protect 4, got Protect 5, and Shell 5. He's got Cura as well, which is with an area effect. Oh, okay, interesting. So I'm gonna get Cure 4. Do I have Protect? I don't have Protect 4 yet. So let's get that. New spell. Now, there is supposed to be a... Oh, I believe that's it. There she is. And she's dressed kind of like a thief. So more like a thief, hunter, I can't tell. Oh, there, aren't you the adventurer known as Jeth? Once carry word of your interest in the ruins of Leitlor. I know how to get in. Into the very center of the ruins, I mean. I wouldn't mind just telling you, but you know what they say, nothing of value should come for free. I have a little favor to ask. Underneath the Altepa Desert lies the expansive quicksand caves. I've got a hunch that there's some undiscovered treasure in there, just waiting to be claimed. Just head a short way into the caves and pick up anything that strikes you as valuable. If I like what you bring me, I'll tell you everything I know about the ruins. Not a bad deal, right? You scratch my back, and I'll scratch yours? Sounds fair? Okay then, it's a deal. Quicksand caves are expansive and have many entrances. I'm sure you'll figure them out. Yep, we're back into that horrible place of the QS. So, luckily, this time around, we actually have a little bit of a slightly better way to get around. So, we basically have to go back to the same location that we went to earlier in the stream. to get to the Chamber of Oracles. What we should be able to do now, let me take a quick look here at the map before I do this. I want to see if this is going to absolutely drive me bonkers or not. Yeah, that's not nearly as bad as I think it would be. So we're going to do that. Instead of running all the way out there, we're going to do a warp. Thank goodness. So we're going to go to Quicksand Caves. It's going to be... What's the other spot? Oh, yes. Cloister Tremors. That's right. Yes, please. So we're going to end up at the Chamber of Oracles. And we're going to have to do a little bit of a run around, but we're essentially going to go back into this area from the beginning. Let me see. Nope. I'm going back to where the hole drops you down. Need to go this way. And this will kick us back out into the desert. Not far from where we need to go, so. And yep, this puts us back at the tunnel that will take us back to where we need to go. So, that's what we're doing. I see you back in the chat, Seth. Good to see you again, my man. Okay, so instead of going through that door, we are going to follow the corridor to the right. And I want to say that the Atticans, they're almost using like Roman style names. Like they're using like Latin or something. I don't think they are. I'm not sure if they are. It feels like it. Anyway, walk through here. I'm gonna go into this chamber. And we're going to go that way. And this takes us to a whole nother section. Very Roman. Okay, I thought so. This Quaystar. The one that jumps out the most is the warrior and paladins. Anti-Signignus. That sounds Roman. Going pretty good. I unlocked level 99. I started the Dark Knight quest to unlock it. I still have to do all the kills with Chaosbringer. And we're making through the Zilart. I don't think we're going to finish up the missions entirely today, but we will at least be unlocking Sky. Comes a matching mural wall to what we had to the Chamber of Oracles. We just follow this chamber around and out into the desert. Hang on a second. Oh, hang on a second. Ooh. There is something I can do here. Or a objective list. Where is it? No, that's not it. Pirate's Pursuer. Now it says, okay, enter and fall down the hole. Near where you fall, there is a question mark, question mark, question mark. That one. Spawn a pot named Ancient Vessel. It's called Centro. Aha. Something's attacking you from behind. That's clearly in front of me. Oh, and he activated... Ah! A little nasty. Activating, blaze spikes. Let's not do that. Oh, the spell does not have any effect. Okay. And there we go. Scrap of papyrus. Oh, that's right. Didn't have sneak on. Now, when I did that quest activation, I thought... Oh, receive an ancient papyrus as spoilers. This is a scrap of papyrus. Not the same thing. Ah, thank you. And that drops us out here. Kind of where it originally dumped us out for that. So, let me see. Honestly, it's probably just as fast to, once again, repeat that trip and get back to the Chamber of Oracles and warp from there. They literally just stuck us out exactly where we started before. So this is our fourth time going this direction. Or is it a third? I've lost track at this point. And frankly, I don't care. that a book? No. If it was, that still wouldn't get me to where I want to the quickest. Now, Seth, I think you told me that there was a guide to actually opening up the quicksand caves gate with the pillars and stuff like that. Is there on BG Wiki, is that as like a specific guide that you have to look up? Because for a moment when I started doing this stream, I was like, oh, we're going back to the quicksand caves? Shoot. I don't know where that is. Don't know where that guide is. I thought we were going to be going, but we didn't end up going in that direction. But in the future, I probably will have to go through that gate at some point. No, but yeah, if I look up Altepa Gate, I should be able to find the guide. Thank you, though. I can't remember, because I think the only other reason why you'd want to go in there is because finding treasure coffers. I think. I'll just have to look it up if I ever have to go back into quicksand caves for something. Because I know that you come to the quicksand caves to do some of the later Bastock Nation quests. Some of the nation missions. Okay, and then we need to go to Luzats. There we are. I am going to attempt trying to get every single quest done in the game with this playthrough. So even for stuff that I actually don't need to do because the home point system is there, I'm still going to do those quests. Okay. Hello again. Wow, this is incredible. Now listen carefully, I'll tell you what I know about the ruins, just like I promised. But I'm about to tell you happened long before I came to Kazatz. I went alone to explore the Tulor, a place that has been known as a holy land since ancient times. I was traveling through a dense fog, and though it embarrasses me to recall, I completely lost my way. After wandering for a time, I somehow found myself at the ruins. What I saw there, you already know. These huge statues facing one another in that great hall and beyond, the immovable wall that bars the way into the heart of the ruins. I searched every inch of that place, and then I found it. A mysterious crystal glowing with a clear blue light. I don't know why it was there, but it was shining from below the surface of the lake in the great hall, almost as if in response to the moonlight that poured in from above. This is that cerulean crystal. I brought it back with me thinking I could sell it, but I haven't been able to find a buyer. I might as well give it to you. Place it in the hollow in the center of that wall and see what happens for yourself. You wouldn't want me to spoil it for you, would you? A new challenge! Hey, key items. Cerulean crystal. Mysterious crystal found by Maro Kamoja in the Hall of the Gods. It gives off a soft blue light. Jeez, let's get out of here where everybody's just walking around in their underwear. Whew. Actually, I can't go there. I need to find a book. Book with the entrance. Yeah, I'm fully aware. I did find somebody's, someone made an Excel sheet that was a master side quest list, and I am improving on it because it doesn't tell you what items you need for the quests. So, in case I end up finding an item, I can then go check through the Excel sheet and go like, oh, I need it for this quest, and I throw it into my I throw it into my my mock case. So here's all the items I need for quests at some point. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot, but there's stuff I can. That's stuff I can do when I'm off stream. So I don't do a whole lot of the side quests on stream, just off stream. Okay, now back to Litalur, back to Romov. Besides, there's some spells and equipment and stuff I can get from quests. That'll be nice. I can get Drain and Asper. I can get, I think I can get some of the Bard spells, things like that. And pieces of equipment for like leveling up jobs. That once every job gets up to a certain level, I will start selling that stuff off or give it to other people who want them or whatever. Because by that point, I'll be trying to push jobs to 99 and then start grabbing level 119 gear. Seems a little brighter in here with the sunlight coming down. We've been waiting for you, Jedith. Hi, you two. I scored a cell with Eldenog. It's time for we put an end to that midget's plan. I'm not certain about what you mean by being blessed by the crystal, but I do know that we need that cerulean crystal you hold to find out. All right. Ooh. There's the crystal. I think the gate vanishes. It doesn't lift, it just vanishes. There we go. That's how it works. There's no turning back now. Turning back now. Let's go, Zed. You too, Jedith. Yeah. Seems that we cannot continue on any further. What's going on? Does this mean our power was not accepted by the crystal? How long have I awaited thine arrival? Oh, hang on a second. Welcome, mortals, to the Temple of Altana. Eons ago, this temple was destroyed. However, its appearance does not hinder its function. I was come here to try and stop Eldenar, to keep him from opening the gates to the gods. I am Yevnole, a servant of the Dawn Goddess, a watcher of the path leading to the gates. All the Zilart, including Eldenar, are still bound by our cursed past. As thou already know, this plan began 10,000 years ago when he came into contact with the 5 crystals that rest beneath the surface of Vanadiel, the true crystals. Crystals that exist above the earth now are nothing but mere replicas, lacking true power. We Zilart harnessed the 5 true crystals' power, divided it elementally, and succeeded in containing it in a smaller form. However, during the meltdown, the energy of these smaller crystals were simultaneously released and spread to the far reaches of Vanadiel. Over centuries, that energy accumulated inside the bodies of the living beings on this planet, causing them to crystallize. Thus, they took the form of the crystals that are found throughout Vana'diel. Mortals are an incomplete species. When Eldenark's quest for paradise was thwarted, life on this planet lost its perfection. Particularly, thine inability to communicate with others of thine race cast a shadow over thy development. This inability became increasingly evident after the meltdown divided thee into the 5 races. The arrogance of the Elven, the envy of the Mithra, the cowardice of the Taru, the apathy of the Humes, and the rage of the Galk. These are the traits thou must carry through thee as thou make thy journeys through life. However, unlike the tales thy legends tell, these traits are not some ancient curse. They are merely an after effect of the energy released during the meltdown. One can understand why Eldenark would aspire for perfection. However, one can see why others would acknowledge the benefits of imperfection. On the other side of this gate lies the Gate of the Gods, to Leah. I beg of thee, release Eldenark and what remains of the Zilart consciousness from the crystal's bonds. I pray for thy safe journey. May the goddess of the dawn protect thee in her mercy. But as one bright star shines through the clouds at night, and as one song rings clear above the roar of beasts, we hold to one hope in these darkest of times. Oh boy. Ah! And someday that hope will become our dreams, our prayers. Magical railgun galore! Oh, that's cool. I am floating on thin air. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, I forgot about that. The hexagonal footsteps you leave. Oh, that's really cool. I love it. And the doors just kind of vanish as you walk through them. The Great Bane will devour the fair land of Vana'diel. The ancient seal will be broken, awakening nightmares of ages past. The blood of innocence will soak the earth, and the world will fall into fear and despair. Ah. We are here. Here, spare. There won't be any blood soaking the earth if I have anything to say about it. I don't know who these crystal warriors are, but I'm not going to let them have their way with my Vana'diel. I'll show them what this incomplete Hume is made of. The Song of Legend sings of our demise, so be it. When the song is over, we shall write a new verse of hope with our blood, sweat, and toil. Come on, Zeed. We have no time to lose. Be careful, Jedith. I have a feeling we will be seeing each other again soon. And we have come to Leah, the floating Gate of the Gods, colloquially known as Sky. For obvious reasons, we are in the sky. And yes, this is Ruan Gardens. This is the location you come in the Final Fantasy XIV raid. This is where you show up. Now, from what we can tell, oh, it looks like there's actually some more places. So 1, 2, There are 5 locations here. Ooh, interesting. So the mechanic here, I believe, is you running around is running between these areas, and these kind of like these portals will warp you around. So use this portal. I think you have to step onto them, and it will then say, "Hey, do you want to use this portal?" So this will then warp me from there over to there. And this location is probably one of my favorite in the game that I remember. Very specifically because it reminds me of one of my favorite Studio Ghibli movies, The Castle in the Sky. It is remarkably similar. Not exacting, not purposely, but it reminds me of it so strongly. The resemblance is very strong. So, we will not be able to continue the missions quite yet in here. However, we will be available to this area next time, and we will finish up the Rise of the Zilart. Because we only have to do a handful of these quests before we're done, I believe. Let's see. 4, 5, 6. So we are on mission what? We're on mission what, 11, 12 maybe at this point? Where are we? Zilart. We are on Archangels. So we are 5, maybe 6 missions away from it. Yeah, so mission 17 is the last one. There's a few quests afterwards, but they require Chains of Promathia by the look of them. So, not the most important, not the most available information, but one way or another. Okay. Yeah, so Archangels is mission 14, and 17 is kind of the end of the Rise of Zilart, and then it goes and changes Promathia. There's other stuff I can do afterwards that eventually gets there. Let's see. What we're going to do for the rest of the stream is we're going to run around and grab all of the home points. So, and we will take a minute to try and figure out how to do that. Because as you go through each of these areas, you have to take certain warps and stuff. So I need to figure out where to do that, because there's warps to go to the inner circles, and then there's warps to go to the outer 5 points where the home points are. So, we're going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and activate my ability. Take Composure. Because I don't know if I can actually ride a mount here. Can I? No. So I'm going to be walking all of this. That's fine. Forgot. Sprinklers are... I'm gonna fight the sprinkler by myself. That's okay. Not the worst thing in the world. It is thunder. Nope, it's not thunder. It's earth. Nope, I don't want you having blaze spikes. Mm-mm. Oh, take those blaze spikes off. Okay, thank you for that, Seth. I figured that was as much, so... Not that. And a goober. And not the goofy kind. The annoying kind. So odd that my shield skill is actually going up. I didn't think I had shield skill on Red Mage. Or somehow I do. Okay. Sheesh. Now. So when you play Final Fantasy XIV and you do this part of the raid, you fight everything that shows up. There are the puppets, there are the jars, yeah, the sprinklers, or what they're called. You do run into flamingos. And Sky is also important because there's a bevy of notorious monsters here that gave really good stuff back in the day. Still probably still considered very good, but it's all been surpassed by the later gear. So. Groundskeepers, that's what they're called. This. Whoop. Field manual. Here is a home point. So, the way that Archangel's thing is done is that there's two ways to play it. You can either defeat each Archangel individually, which is the point of the home points. You go fight each one in each of these locations around the map. Or, by doing a little extra fiddly stuff, you are able to go and fight all 5 of them at once, and it gives you some nice earrings that you can get. Only way to get them, and you can only have one of them out of the 4 or 5 of them that there are. I will eventually do that fight. The problem is that the item that you need to get it on the full moon. I don't know what time it is for the full moon. There's a chance I might miss it. Waxing crescent, so it's actually going towards a full moon. Now, I will have to look up a timer if so I think there's an online timer that will tell me when the moon gets full. Nope, don't want to touch that yet because I want to grab. Oh, that took me back to the home point. Shoot. I went backwards. Still got to sneak up. Get invis. Oh, okay, so that portal takes me back. I need to get across over that way. How do I do that? I have to activate another portal. Oh, is it that one? Is it that there? Cursor stone. Ah, Sprinkler's gonna attack me again. I really should summon my character. I really should get my trusts out for this. Okay, nice. So I would still have to go and get any item that I need to go get the Arc Pentasphere. I need to figure out the exact time, so. Oh, good. Yeah, reading up, it's actually telling me about this. Okay, so. Yeah, so touching that pincer stone actually activates the blue warp that will take me to the next island. So. Back a little bit. Don't trigger that sprinkler again. Okay, so it looks like it's mostly safe from echo except for the dolls who stand on blue pads set in walls. Okay, so that's the only time I really need to avoid stuff. Casting magic also gets the sprinklers, as we've seen now. So anyway, so this will be the rest of the stream, is running around grabbing those home points, and then we'll be done. And then tomorrow we will be doing the rest of Final Fantasy XIV Monk. I will potentially have this game open so I can get the Arc Pentasphere. I don't know how often Full Moon happens. I would assume it happens once a week or something. I don't know. Now, it's not that portal that I take, is it? It's a different portal. This portal that I take? This what I touch? It's glowing, though. Oh, I think I touched this one. Hope this is the right way. Nope, that takes me back. Shoot. Okay. Well, how do I read these portals then? Okay, so hang on a second. Let me read back on the thing. Oh, did the portal turn off? Maybe that's what happened. Okay, hang on a second. Because I activated it, I probably took too long fighting the pincer and playing the magic and stuff like that. You don't need to activate those? Why not? I need to get to the next island. How do I do that? Yeah, it looks like I do need to activate them. Here's the portal path. That's what I needed. Okay, so the next one is running through here. Do the it doesn't say what the Okay, so I don't know what the dolls are get triggered by. Something cast slow on me. What cast slow on me? Oh! Hello, Earth Elemental. Oh! If they did that, fantastic. And lovely, I activated both the sprinkler and another Earth Elemental. Y'all have to be annoying, don't ya? Said you're attacking him without swords. I don't think that's what you're wanting to do. Oh, to have them look like they aren't there. Okay. I gotcha. Uh-huh. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Now that we got through that. Stay on the left side. Now. Where is this path of ours? I don't think I was supposed to do that. Up for the other path. Okay. Please do. I would love to see where I'm actually supposed to go. So I thought it would be a 20-minute thing, running around and get it all of them. Nope, that was not it. Why did the camera turn around so I had to go back inside? Come on. Ah! That's annoying. Okay. So. Back out here. We need to go, okay, so. Now we're back this way. Show me where this path is. Yeah, those will take me to the outer islands where I'm trying to go. But if I need to go to the next one... Because Because when I stepped on that portal before, it took me all the way back to the... Yeah, that'll take me right back to the beginning. Or back to where that one was. Yeah, so we're back on... Well, we were on... Right. And then to get to the next big part of the ring, we don't do the pincer stones? Because we want the blue ones. This is a red portal. That'll take us back over there again. You probably don't remember it correctly because I'm looking at the wiki right now and it says you activate the pincer stones. You activate the pincer stones and you use the other portal thing. Okay. Yeah, and I think that's for when you come from that side, you go into the big part. Okay, then let's go with your aid because I did that earlier and it just took us the way it came before. Unless it's changed in some way. The only other way I can see it is that if it alternates. Wait a second, hold on. Yeah, because it took me back to the way where we were before. There is a crystal thing next to that other portal. Maybe you put the crystal in and activate it, rather than walking into the portal itself. Nope. And Seth is currently in the ads, so we'll wait. I'm gonna do it this way. I feel like this is the way it's supposed to be done. I do wonder if it's a question because... Well, no, that wouldn't affect Seth as well. I was like, is it because I haven't done the mission yet? It's different? But because we're not in a party, and Seth's already done it, Therefore, it shouldn't affect Seth in any way. So I'm not sure. Oh, and I actually don't want to do that one yet because I need to warp over to there. Okay. Makes me wonder if it's some kind of special event or something that allows them to warp. I don't know. I believe Seth's saying. I believe it when Seth says, "You know, I did it this way before," and so I wonder if it's a different. If it's a. If he went the opposite direction, maybe. Oh, okay. You have to do the fights for it to let you through to the next island every time you go to the home points. Let's go to this. Okay. Okay. So because you were doing the fights, it was basically activating them because I have another fight. That makes sense. Okay. I found that just slightly frustrated because it's like that's not how it's been working. But now that you're able to figure out, yeah. So not mad at you at all. It just what the game was showing me was not what you were. What was being implied there. So I figured there had to be some difference in how you explained it to how what we were doing was different. There had to be some small difference somewhere. So anyway, whew. Now that we know how they work, we're just gonna go around and get the rest of them, and we'll call it good. Uh-huh. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, because I think, yeah, I haven't done the cutscene. Because when you get there, you're supposed to have, you're supposed to go to and enter the shrine of, Rue Tao. And I haven't done that. I've just been going around the old way. Yeah, so that's probably the difference. Okay, so now I need to go find the pincer stone, which is this way. Mm-hmm. Well, and it's... I understand... I mean... in a way, it still kind of works with how they've done, like, other... you know, traveling mechanics to certain dungeons. They've made it easier in many cases, like getting the lodestone, getting the bag of rock, the pouch of rocks or whatever it is. These other items that you can use to go around places where you need to have multiple people. So people solo can do it, but the change, well, sorry, I'm not quite sure what I'm trying to say here. I think the point is that they didn't want to change it so much. Yeah, I think that might be a slight oversight or something, or maybe they thought we're not going to make the change here because there's not a big problem with us doing it this way. I don't know. Anyway, one way or another, we figured it out, and I'm going to get the last one here, and then we will be done for tonight. So the question I have is that, can I do... is that you can do each of the fights solo, or you can do Divine Might, but theoretically doing the Divine... so I don't have to, like, do the Divine Might as a secondary quest, I can do it as this quest. So that's what it seems like. It seems like the quest Divine Might allows you to confront all 5 bosses below simultaneously and complete this mission immediately rather than fighting each boss separately. Right, and it says, however, you need to have an arc... okay. Because I think that's what I would like to do, because I know there's somebody in my link shell who's yet to do Divine Might and will want to jump in on that. So, and that'll make it so that I don't have to go do it a second time or something like that. So I have a weekend to yeah, big old fight, but they've had to tweak that because it's getting the alliance together now in the game is not quite as feasible, because the game has become quite soloable with trust and stuff like that. So, and maybe they changed it because they're like, we're having too many people who aren't finishing up the stuff because they can't get 18 people together. Or an HTBM. Yeah, because don't you get the trust from this as well? Because you can get the Archangel trusts. I've seen them around. Is that the way you get the trust, or you have to do something different? Because from looking at it, it's a little bit of a challenge to get the trusts. So, okay, so I think I got all of them. Let's do the current region. Ruan Gardens, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm on 5. Okay. Okay, that's what I figured. All right, so we'll just go ahead and warp ourselves to the center again. I believe that's what we can do. If we walk here, go down the steps, and then go to one of the purple portals. It will take us back to the beginning. I guess we don't really need to do that because the home points are home points. I can just warp from there. Man, sometimes I'm still thinking old school. Farming for an item drop? Ah. There's other good stuff in those fights other than that, so... Now, when you say HTBM, what's HT? High tier? I still don't know all the acronyms for all the battlefield stuff, so... High tier mission battlefield. Thank you very much. So, anyway, we're gonna end it here tonight. I'm gonna hop out of here, and we'll see what we do next week. If I haven't gotten stuff ready for Arc, for Divine Might, we might do Artifact Quest, because I do have 3 jobs at 60 that can all get their Artifact Armor stuff done. And I will unlock Dark Knight and get that stuff available to us. So, that is something we can do. But anyway. Whew. We made some good progress today. We did like 3 different fights. We got through several missions. Yeah, we got level 99 unlocked, which is fantastic. So now I have no, there's no inhibition to getting other jobs to level 99 now. So yeah, we're making great progress. And I don't even know how long I've been playing the game. I think I've played the game for maybe 6 weeks now. There's so much that we still have to do, and there's so much end grind at the end if I actually want to get there. But yeah, I think that's what we're going to do for that. But anyway. And here we are. The Alliance of 99s, unless you are over gear and do weird strats. Anyway, we are back. And we're going to look stylish inside of our muggos. Anyway, so I would like to thank everybody for being here, for watching me. Seth, you are a star. I love it when you're in the chat. I love it when you're willing to jump into the game and come show up where I am in case of something. We don't always get it right the first time, but hey, we get there in the end. So anyway, I really appreciate it so much. Yeah, show up in the chat anytime, my man. I really do appreciate it. Anyway, so this is going to be it for tonight. Tomorrow night, we are going to be doing Final Fantasy XIV. We will be playing through the Heavensward as well as the Stormblood version of the Monk quests. So we will be finishing that up. That should take the entire stream. There's a potential that I will show up in Final Fantasy XI to finish up the Dark Knight opening spell, so then it's done, the beginner quest, to unlock Dark Knight completely. So we could potentially do that, which would probably only take a couple of minutes. It would get in, go talk to Zed, whatever we do after the kills have been done off stream, and get that finally unlocked. We'll have to see how it goes, because last time I did it, I took maybe... How long? It took 2.5 hours, I think, to do all of the monk quests from start to 50. So we don't have nearly that many quests, I think, for 14. So if we do run through those and we still have time, we will jump into 14. We'll jump back into 11, and we will finish up that quest. But yeah, and then I will work on seeing if I can get... I'll have to look at the times and stuff and see if I can get people going with the Arc Pentaspheres, because I think everybody who wants to do Divine Might needs to have an Arc Pentasphere. Okay. Hang on a second. It looks like I actually need to talk to get a cutscene to actually activate it. So, I think I have to go do that first. So I can't trade the items otherwise without doing that. So, what we're going to do, actually, okay, I will look into it, because if it's just the leader who needs it, then I will go get one. And anybody who wants to jump in with me from my link shell, I know one person who has still not done it and would like to do it. So I want to coordinate with them to try and get that done. And we will do that Divine Might at some point. And we'll go from there. I will be the leader, but I will not be high level. You or someone in your group will need to obtain an Arc Pentasphere. Good. So I will see if I can jump on that. And then when it comes to next Tuesday, I will try and coordinate with people and say, hey, we're going to do this. Let's get ready to go. So I can grab people and we can do that. And we can continue up and probably finish up Rise of the Zilart stuff next Tuesday. And that will be the last normal time for the schedule. October is next Wednesday. So we will then start playing Halloween stuff. So that works out great. Wonderful. Anyway, I'm going to say goodnight to you guys. Thank you so much for watching during the stream or after it. If you're in the chat, please drop a hi, say hello, whatever it is. Don't feel shy. I'm grateful to have you here, whether you lurk or not. Whatever it is. If you enjoy watching me play these games, please come and watch me during the week. I'm very free right now while looking for more work to do, so I'm here in the evenings. But like I said, when October rolls around, we're playing spooky games. So I'm going to have a whole new scene set up. I worked on some of it today. I'm going to keep working on it every day until October rolls around. So we will have a whole new thing for October. We'll have all new alerts. We won't have new emotes. I would like to work on emotes at some point, but we'll have new alerts. We'll have a new background. We'll have all new games to play, all this fun stuff. So we will still play some Final Fantasy 11, but it will probably turn into still 1 or 2 days a week. It will probably shrink down to 1 day a week. Because I will need to have a small break between the horror games on stream so you guys don't see me constantly just sweating with blurry eyes from lack of sleep. Anyway, so Thursday nights, going into Friday, last day of the week. You can make it till weekend. You're doing great. So I hope everyone stays safe. I hope everyone has fun. I hope you're able to keep focused at your work. You're able to relax with family and friends afterwards. You're able to eat good food, all that good jazz. But anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow for Final Fantasy 14 to play the rest of the monk stuff. Until then, take care and good night.